Hey, Tom. So what I wanted to do, if you're good with it, is have you ever read the book 12-Week Year?
No.
Okay. 12-Week Year is an awesome book. What it is it simplifies the task of, how most people make plans for the whole year. So it basically divides it into quarters. And then it's all about monitoring your tasks each week to make certain that you're on track to hit your 12-week year. And the whole purpose is if you get off track, sooner, and you're able to correct in the second quarter because you're on a whole new task.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to do was I wanted to share with you my screen. I'm going to pull up my spreadsheet. Let's see here. Let me try sharing my screen on this one. I'm not certain if it's working. Share screen.
I don't see anything yet.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, my browser's blocking it. So, okay, let me try this one again.
Okay.
See if it works this time.
There we go.
So you can see it all right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I've done is I've broken this down into two big goals. And I kind of have mini goals in it, but that's kind of a secondary thing. The first one for this 12-week year is to get 1 million under contract. So then the second one is I'm making it a personal task of weight loss, or I like to say shredding fat, because I always say, if you lose something, you try to find it. So, so what I've done here is I have tied a prize to each of them. So if I get 1 million under contract in the next 3 months, I'm planning on taking a nice trip, either maybe Europe or the West Coast.
Okay.
If I get in better shape, I want to reward myself with the jet ski.
Sweet.
Yeah. So,
nice.
And I need something to motivate me to get there. And then I also put on here, if I achieve both of them, then if I go to Europe, I want to give myself a nice little stack of money to go with.
There you go.
What's the purpose of traveling if you can't eat? So
yeah. Well, we're on the same track then, because I'm doing the same thing at the top and the bottom. I weighed in today, and I got a couple friends. We're going to do the 90-day challenge, see how we do with the weight loss thing. I've already been to Planet Fitness and rocked that out this morning. And
nice.
Yeah.
Good stuff. So what I did here is I've broken down what I feel a good week would help lead to the ultimate goal. Okay. So the first thing is I got to own my morning. This is an area, and a lot of these are going to be things that it may not be important to other people, but I've kind of identified my weaknesses and what gets me on track. So the first thing is I got to get a morning routine. So I need to wake up by 6:30 and be at my computer by 7:30.
Yep.
So each day I do that, I'm going to, of course, add it up. So if I do that tomorrow, all of a sudden it goes from 1 to 2, right?
Yep.
I want to read like a book on real estate, and 0.25 hours is 15 minutes. So I'm just going to set my timer. But I've learned by doing that, it gets my mindset where I don't procrastinate and I just jump into tasks.
Yep.
So right after that's when I'm going to be working on my database, getting my systems in place, reaching out to people, finding houses for people. This next one is kind of broad, but I kind of like creating this where I can be flexible each week. So I put 7 business opportunities. So instead of what all brokerages say of like 2 hours of prospecting, this would be things like if I do, make proposals to people. It could be following up with people in my database. It could be making phone calls or texts. I'm leaving that open, but knowing that I need at least 7 business opportunities for the day.
Okay.
So, and this one has more significance to me. Like 7 is a biblical number. So that's kind of why I chose 7. I know it's an odd number. That's completion. But for me, it's a representation of letting God in my business. So that's there's aspects behind that number of why I chose that number.
Okay.
Need 2 appointments a week. I want to go ahead and make a video and focus on getting it seen. So I want to make videos where it's gotten 50 views on YouTube.
Okay.
And then I want 1 contract a week. Now, I may not get 1 contract every week, but, over time, that's something I want to be focusing in on.
Nice.
So what you'll see here is this is all the tasks for my week for real estate. So each time, let's say this week, today, I did everything, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that puts me at 7 out of 20. I'm not certain what this one is. So that means for the week, I'm 35% there. And the 12, the 12-week year book says you should be hitting 85% of your weekly goals. Okay.
That's pretty good. I like
that. So this is a good thing to keep you on track. Now, for my weight loss, see, like this first one here, it has nothing to do with weight loss. However, I cannot let my quality, Matthew feel like he's second or third to me exercising and doing business. So I still tied him in on here because this is success personally for me.
Okay.
So each time we have quality time, like I'm picking him up from school today about 2:30, and we'll, this afternoon I'll be taking off. Again, read something with self-help or health to get my mind in gear, then go exercise, and then I need to eat healthier to, get my blood sugars better, triglycerides better, the inner part of the body that you can't see. I need to, probably going to get tested in like June to see what all those numbers look like, just to make certain the numbers are going down and I'm on track. I put on here 2 hours of fun because, again, this is my personal balance. If I'm not having fun, I'm failing.
Yep.
And then, shredding 1 pound a week.
Oh, nice.
So now here's something that I learned because I've done this 2 other times. And it's a great tool, but after a couple of weeks, it starts getting routine and, you start failing on it. But so what I did was I created a project tracker because while you're doing it, what I found is with my accountability group, we would meet on Friday and we talked about how we did for the week. And then we throw that week away and we get another sheet and we do it again. But we don't really keep track of all 12 weeks together. So I made a new tab where I get to write down how much I did. Because like if I do my real estate, let's say I hit 85, 85, 85, I may have no listings at that point. But then all of a sudden I may have 3 listings on week 4. It doesn't mean week 4 was better. It means, in real estate, things are lag. So this number needs to be accounted for all 12 weeks to know if I hit 85% and I didn't hit my ultimate goal, I made a bad call in planning. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So this is a spreadsheet I'm going to be doing every week.
Oh, I like that. That's really cool.
Yeah. So, and I'm happy to share it with you. And
yeah, please do.
And what I would say is take time and modify the heck out of it. Your goals should not be the same as mine. Some of them may work together, but in order to make this work, you really have to know what your goals are and be inspired by your goals and what you're going to achieve with it.
Yeah, that's cool. So you mentioned that you want to try to get 50 views with your YouTube, Drew.
Yeah.
So what kind of ideas do you got to try to up your viewership? That because I'm starting a YouTube channel. That's why I ask if you've got any thoughts on that.
That's a great question. And this is going to be one of those challenges because I'm that undercover agent. I'm really good at things, but I don't want to throw myself out there in the limelight. So that's another reason this Undercover Billionaire series, they're always recording and sharing the benefits and what didn't go right. And that's going to be tough for me to throw on personal Facebook.
Yeah.
But I probably need to include personal Facebook more. I need to, of course, tag it right in YouTube. I got to learn how to make them more entertainment and not just information. And then I may even use Google Ads if there's videos I make that help the public. Really try Google Ads for YouTube, because I think that's a good niche that is not being taken advantage of for a lot of people right now.
Okay.
So
cool.
And the other thing is, we have Workplace. So we could post things in Workplace and get other EXP realtors to support us. So we could really probably get 50 views immediately just by putting it in the right group and saying, hey guys, here's a new video. Give me your thoughts.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Okay.
All right. That gives me some thoughts on how to start getting people to even know I have videos out there.
Yeah.
I posted
that. Yeah, because you can make a great video and it gets like four views. So, and then there was one that I made one time that was awesome. It was an EXP video about, does EXP provide leads? And I went in showing new agents how to generate leads on KV Core. It got like 250 views in like the first hour or first day. So, I mean, it was awesome. Every time I logged in, there would be like 50 more views. And I'm like, what is going on? So yeah. I'd have like 5 videos with like 3 views and then one that just took off. So it tells you there's a lot of skill there of how to be found. So.
Okay. Well, yeah. Please share that chart with me. Okay. And I look forward to seeing our updates each week and see how we're progressing.
Maybe we can plan on trying to get together on Mondays. I know Mondays are always tough in real estate, but Monday or Tuesday, and we can kind of even go over the spreadsheet if you want.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay, man. Well, I will talk to you later.
Yep, later. Thanks.
Okay, man.